Hey guys, Fizzy Driver here. Hope you're all having a great day. As an early adopter slash reservation holder, there are many reasons why I support Aptera. In the current world of EVs, there is one car that is still the standard for all the others, and that's Tesla. But Aptera is trying to make its own mark with its unique and promising ideas. For the sake of this video not running over an hour long, I will list out a few reasons why the Aptera will be game changing. But before we get into the video, please don't forget to subscribe. I make content about the Aptera and Tesla on a regular basis, so I would appreciate your support. Alright, let's dive right in. I think the first thing people will notice about the Aptera is its very interesting design choice. Regardless if you like it or despise it, the reason for its teardrop silhouette and three-wheel layout is entirely to improve aerodynamics. Aptera only has a drag coefficient of 0.13, so it stands alone in terms of efficiency, with the next closest competitor being the Lucid Air at 0.21 and Tesla models around 0.23. Aptera will also introduce skin cooling technology by circulating coolant through what they describe as biologically inspired channels throughout its skin, essentially acting as a radiator to dissipate heat and allow the cooling system to minimize drag, all without the added weight, cost, and energy of a traditional radiator. The car should glide through the air like butter. Going back to design choice, the Aptera is shaping up to be a very sporty two-seater with ample storage in the trunk as well. Aptera tweeted earlier today that there will be 25 cubic feet of storage that can fit 2 surfboards and 8 golf bags. To put 25 cubic feet of storage into perspective, that is more than what the Tesla Model 3 is advertising at 15 cubic feet of storage. It's actually closer to 20 cubic feet with the frunk included, but still, pretty nifty in my opinion. Aptera will be one of the first EVs, if not the first, capable of a 1,000 mile range. Yeah, you heard that right, 1,000 miles. There isn't a car with that kind of range spec, electric or combustion, as of today. Let that sink in for a moment. And if 1,000 miles is too much, there are 3 other range options to choose from. 250 miles starts at under $26,000, 400 for under 30,000, 600 for 35,000, and 1,000 miles for just under $45,000. An Aptera with a range of 600 miles and under 35,000 still costs less than a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus with 263 miles of range. Insane, right? Alright, so aerodynamics check, efficiency check, range check. The 1,000 mile range is already a game changer alone, but there's one more thing that I think trumps that: the never charge solar feature. Basically, the Aptera is going to be able to charge its battery from the sun using solar panels on the body of the car. Aptera is promising an estimated 16 miles of range from leaving your car parked outside on a sunny day with the solar roof package that's already included in the base model. You also have the option to add a solar hood and rear hatch for another 25 miles of charging per day, and if my math is correct, that's up to 40 miles of charge put back into the battery just from the sun alone. That's what gets me excited the most. The average daily commute for an American is around 30 miles a day, so essentially you won't have to plug in the car if you use it as a daily commuter. Aptera included a nifty solar range graphic from the website estimating how many miles you can expect to gain based on geography, and as you can see, the majority of the planet is colored in yellow, meaning it would be around 25 miles a day and maximum around 36, falling right into the daily commuting average of 30 miles per day. The only time that you can expect to charge the car is during a road trip, essentially. This is game changing. You will not only save on maintenance costs just from owning an EV, but also electricity costs. For the cost of a nicely spec'd out Aptera with 400 miles of range and other convenient features, you can expect to pay around $35,000, which is what I reserved. With that kind of range and up to 40 miles of regen from the sun per day, that sounds like a pretty good investment to me. Alright, so let's do some quick math to calculate how much you can potentially save from owning an Aptera. For this exercise, let's use a 2018 Audi A4 sedan with a fuel economy of 30 miles a gallon. That car has about a 14-gallon tank, so if you multiply 30 miles per gallon times 14 gallons, that gives you about 420 miles per tank. And if you multiply that by 25 fill-ups, that gives you about 10,500 miles driven per year, which is right around the average for a typical American. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do cost estimates for both premium unleaded and regular unleaded gasoline. The average cost of premium gasoline here in Texas as of June 2021 is $3.32, and regular unleaded is $2.70. So if you multiply $3.32 times 14 is $46.48, and 2070 by 14, that's $37.80 per fill up. So if on average you drive 10,500 miles per year, you would have to make about 25 trips to the gas station to fill up, which equates to 25 multiplied by 46.48 for premium gasoline, and that comes out to about $1,162 per year. And for regular unleaded, that's 25 multiplied by 37.80, which is about $945 per year. So there you go. That's basically the average for what a typical American pays per year on gasoline for a car that gives you about 30 miles per gallon. But for an Aptera, you can deduct those values simply due to the never charged solar if you use it as a daily commuter. But in case you do have to charge it at a charging station, then let's say you spend $100 per year, that's still a huge cost savings. Plus, you won't have to spend money on oil changes, spark plugs, timing belts, brake fluid, and many other ICE maintenance items. That comes out to thousands and thousands of dollars of savings over the lifetime of ownership. I will include a chart on the screen displaying the 5-year cost of ownership for an Audi A4 with a fuel economy of 30 miles per gallon. I hope this exercise helps shed some light into how much you can potentially save from owning an Aptera. That about concludes this video on why the Aptera is game changing. I didn't even mention how fast this car will be, but that's not why the Aptera is game changing. You can watch my 5 reasons why I reserved an Aptera video on the top right corner if you want to know more about the sportiness of this car. If you are interested in reserving Aptera, feel free to use my referral link to get $30 off your reservation. Pay $70 instead of $100. It's 100% refundable, so you can change your mind at any time. If you want to know why I also reserved a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus and a Cybertruck, you can click on the video shown on the screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.